Okay, bitch. God dog it. I told you I wasn't making a part 3, didn't I? And then one of y'all had to go into the comments and prove my point, which is high performers have a number of liabilities. Uh, right? Okay, so listen. High performers, we think our shit don't stink. That's what makes us targeted. That's what makes us vulnerable, right, to attacks and hits because of all the things we can't see because we think our shit don't stink. So somebody who's bragging about that they do all the things that I said to do in the chess move and then also tell me maybe I don't need to curse. Bitch, move on. Didn't I say shut the fuck up? Didn't I say stay in your lane? How is your lane my post and my page? And then I also said, mind your own business. So the reason that I can share those things with you is that I actually practice them and I coach on them because most high performers, even though we think our shit don't stink, don't do a lot of things well. So I made some notes so that I don't forget to say to you what I need to say. So listen here. These are the things that make you vulnerable. So arrogance, that ego. Yeah, so you don't have to admit it to me, girl, but I already know. You think you're smarter than most people, more intelligent, more apt at problem solving, maybe even more articulate, more savvy, right? So these are the thoughts you keep to yourself because if you shared them with anybody other than a high performer, they would think your ass was nuts. But it's okay, girl. I got you. I know. So it's the ego and the arrogance, right? And that makes you vulnerable because sometimes you just blurt out shit that nobody. Who asked you for how I'm going to run my page? Who solicited your advice? So that's what we think we know every dang thing, right? So we have to blurt shit out, give people advice, a couple of suggestions here, right? Some feedback. Ain't nobody asked your ass for. I know this to be true because I've seen and watched you do it. I watch and do it while people are talking to me, trying to get better and get those things fixed and still can't help themselves. Another one, so we have the ego, the arrogance, the know-it-all status. The other is, girl, we impatient as hell. We don't like to wait for nothing. We just want to get it done. Can you get us an answer? Can we get the project done? Can we hit the deadline? What's taking you so long? Let's go. Okay, yeah, while that's great, impatience is an Achilles heel because one of the chess moves, my favorite one, bitch, is to lay in the cut. I'm so good at laying in the cut and waiting for the result that I need or the evidence or data that I need to collect. And I'm quietly waiting. I'm not flexing, showing off, reminding everybody who I am with my title, Doctor this, blah, blah, blah. I'm quietly sitting patiently in the cut, waiting for the strategic move that I need to make next, right? But y'all can't do that. And I'm not saying this for everybody, but the overwhelming majority of high performers have the following Achilles heel. I just mean basically you get an F. In patience, you get an F. Let me tell you, because I don't think anybody else is going to tell you, but I'm just going, an F. Often you're impulsive, right? So the driving like this and the making quick decisions and popping off at people using email as your weapon, right? When in fact, you can type it and calmly put it in a draft and wait, bitch. Just wait so you can have time to decide, do I want to be able to pay my mortgage for the 6 months or do I need to be right? I know that pinched right there. Okay, what else we got? Inflexibility, right? There's a level of rigidity that high performers have. And this is what I mean, and so I'm going to pinch you again right here. Your way or the highway. Now, if the people who work with you, your direct reports, haven't been able to share that with you, I promise you your family has. I promise you your husband or your wife has said some shit like that. Your way or the highway. You know exactly how it needs to be done, and everybody better march to your tune and do it your way. Again, an Achilles heel makes you a vulnerable target because chess requires flexibility, fluidity, an ability to live in the gray, not just the black and white. Rigidity is it's either this or this. When many times in work and in our work and line of work, particularly in this climate, it is about, can you survive in the grays where you're not so sure of what the result will be, but you're going to move forward to try to save your job anyway, right? You don't know who's going to win the next election, but you're going to move strategically just like you're going to get the results you want because you have the ability to be fluid, to turn direction on a dime and not have to fuss at people because you don't like change. That's also another high performer issue, but I won't talk about that one today. So we got arrogance of ego. We have impatience, low tolerance. Let people mess up, girl. Let them do the opposite of what you said. Let them mess up, and then you have to be responsible for the mistake. You have no tolerance for low to midline performers. No tolerance for mediocrity. You don't understand it because it ain't your language, and you don't want it on your team or anywhere near you, right? So rather than being tolerant, you have low tolerance. Let's not talk about the high expectations. Unrealistically high for other people, not you. They're not too high for us. We can meet them. But for other people, girl, they not like us. What? This is how when you're leading, you have to have a definite sense of what kind of leader you are and have some leadership capacity to manage diversity in your team. Because you're going to have A players, B players, and C players, and you need them all to bring it home. But when you have high expectations and then you measure everybody by your yardstick, okay, that'd be great if you was hiring a bunch of you. But once again, this makes you vulnerable and more likely to be a target because you have no tolerance. You can't lower your expectations. You know every damn thing. You're inflexible as hell. So, let me just say, yeah, girl, we are the shit. But at the same time, this is how two things can be true at once. We got our issues. And those issues, those character flaws, make you and me vulnerable. So when the narc is on our trail and the racists are tracking us for sport, those characteristics that I just mentioned make you easy target, easy bait. You just hand yourself up on a platter because you can't not blurt something out because you think you know the answer. I'm telling you to just go on low beams and mind your business and stay in your lane. But you can't help yourself because you're in a meeting and you know the answer. And inside you like, pick me, bitch, shut up. Just shut the fuck up. I promise you that in the quiet void that you create, some introvert will emerge from the quiet and have a chance to shine because your extroverted ass took 5 minutes off. So I know it's hard to hear about your foibles, but somebody got to tell you, because as soon as you start working with me, it takes me less than 50 minutes to tell you exactly what you're doing wrong, because you don't just do it wrong at work, you do it wrong all the time, right? Because you are that. And so a person who thinks they're right and has the know-it-all complex or whatever, they're going to come on a session with me and then talk to me like they know how to fix themselves, even though, bitch, you just hired me because you didn't know what to do. So, listen, high performers, yeah, you think your shit don't stink, and it's those very things that are going to make you foible, fumble, easy targets, Achilles heels, shows all your weak spots. So if I was you, I'd start to address some of the things I just talked about and pull your shit together, bitch. I'll see you tomorrow, girl.